Healthcare advocates want state lawmakers to take action before staffing shortages get worse. They say one way of doing that is by extending COVID-19 waivers that are set to expire at the end of the month. Taylor Tosheff has more.
Those waivers will expire September 30th if they're not extended. Healthcare advocates I spoke with say it's a lifesaver and needs to continue as long as healthcare workers continue to combat the pandemic.
During the height of the pandemic, the Department of State issued 30 waivers, easing some regulations on licensing for nurses and healthcare professionals.
Throughout the entire COVID-19 pandemic, workforce has been the #1 issue.
Zach Schamberg, president and CEO of Pennsylvania Healthcare Association, says some of these waivers allowed providers to bring in workers from out of state. Also, workers with expired licenses were able to immediately get back to work.
These have allowed providers, again, to put more and more folks, whether they're from Pennsylvania or out of state, at resident bedside and allowing us to bring folks to the front lines without jumping through weeks or months of regulatory hoops or bureaucratic red tape.
Other waivers allowed student nurses and even retired nurses to lend a hand.
The governor's waivers have drastically increased the size of the pool of vaccinators who are available to just get shots into arms. However, we have the booster shots potentially on the way, and still 20% haven't even gotten one shot yet.
Those nurses who have been through 3 rounds of COVID already are tired. They're burnt out. They've had enough. We heard from our members they're leaving mid-shift. And they're saying we just can't do it anymore.
Betsy Snook, CEO of Pennsylvania Nurses Association, says that already bad situation could get worse if the waivers aren't extended.
We may be getting to the point now where there aren't any beds available, but even if there are beds available, if there are no nurses available, patients will die, and it will seriously affect patient care.
Advocates are urging lawmakers and the governor to continue these waivers. A House GOP spokesperson tells me they will be taking a look at this next week when lawmakers return to session a week early. In the newsroom, Taylor Tosheff, ABC 27 News.